The award receptions, again, we weren't sure, will people show up or not show up? People showed up. We built it and they came. So that was an exciting thing. And at the barn also, we had a really nice showing at the barn. And we did, we had a couple of our volunteers put postcards all around the area also. So it was people from outside, but also from Holiday Island, so it was kind of cool. We got really good feedback from all of the receptions, because that's where we hung the daily paintings, so people could come and see the results from that day. They'd see them on the street or at the marina, and then they came to see. So people really enjoyed it. So the next page is our budget, and just sort of narrowed it down without too much detail. And again, we had $16,062.63 that we had in revenue. Our expenses were $13,240.85, and we ended up with $28.22 left over. So that money will go to purchasing an ad in the Plein Air magazine for 2026. And it will also, we're going to take the prints of the winners, and we're going to create cards and prints and sell them to raise money for our next year's event. And then, of course, we have to pay monthly fees for the website and stuff like that. But interestingly, you can see without weighing you down too much, we did spend just over $2,600 in marketing. And we did $710 between that and $720 in Facebook, Instagram ads, which were very successful for us. But we did flyers, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to go through each one of these, but we did a combination of online and offline. And some of our biggest expenses, of course, marketing, but also paying for the featured artist and the prizes, because we needed to do the $5,560 plus $60 for the Walmart gift cards for the younglings. Our participant feedback is also on the next page an indicator of whether or not we were successful. And we got terrific feedback from our participants, and many of them will be returning next year. So I just put some of the texts that they sent us. You know, I fully appreciate the details as well as the labor involved in making things run so smoothly. Great leadership, and our featured artist was great. I had such a good experience and appreciate what each of you gave me, and encouragement and skillful examples. It was a wonderful group of people, and I learned so much. I look forward to returning next year. So when you have a minute and you have nothing to do, please read, feel free to read these wonderful raving reviews. We were really excited, and they bonded. They really did bond. It was a nice observation to see how they connected. The receptions gave them that opportunity to connect and bond. So in promoting the festival, the next page, we included the Holiday Island A&P logo, commission logo, on all of our print materials. We had already printed our postcards, so it wasn't on there, but we really went over and above to include Holiday Island, not just the logo, but the description of Holiday Island, that Holiday Island was going to be a featured location throughout, which in return for the $500 grant was a big return, a massive ROI. So we had postcard distribution, flyer distribution, and we did specific flyers just for the May 7th event. We did paid print ads that were for the awards reception, for the Run and Fun Guide, the Independent, Times Echo, Carroll County News, and outdoor signage. We had 2 giant 8 by 4 foot banners, one that hung constantly throughout the entire event on Highway 62. And yard signs, thank you signs, and of course, specific thank you signs to Holiday Island and the Rotary at the reception here. Then we did website and online promotion. We had a robust website. We included the description of Holiday Island and what they were doing on the home page in the rules and regulations, along with the schedule of events, partner page that had a big photo, and also a link that led directly to your website, to the Holiday Island website. Accommodations page. Ben, was that you who sent me the links for the accommodation?
Yes.
Yes, so we had all the links that Ben sent us to the different Airbnb.
Verbo.
Yeah.
Holiday Island Lodging.
Yeah, so we put all of those in. You can see the accommodation page there. We did an event, EVVNT listing, a paid $99 listing, where we included the description of Holiday Island and also the logo and that. That appeared on 39 websites, nationally, locally, regionally. And then, of course, we did e-blasts. We signed up with Mailer Lite, and we did professional strategic e-blasts that were, hey Sharon, we can't wait to see you on, this date, da-da-da-da-da. Then we did social media. I mentioned we did over $700 spent on 8 ads. In the event ad, we were very specific about Holiday Island and how the quick draw will be painted just minutes away at Holiday Island on Table Rock Lake, surrounded by rolling hills, lush forests, rocky bluffs, wildlife, and hidden coves. So we went the extra mile to really talk about Holiday Island. Did a lot of general posting, paid ads that had the logo in them. Of course, the chamber, Eureka Springs Chamber, Holiday Island Chamber, what's happening next door, events. We did the whole enchilada. And the target audience for our paid ads, not the reception ads, but all the registrant ads, were Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, so that we could pull in those areas into here. And it was 35 to 65, and with an interest in arts, different kinds of arts. Email participant communications. We promoted Holiday Island. We promoted the accommodation, links to the accommodation page, so that they would be able to find and easily find. Sadly, we did not do a survey of where did you stay. We want, I'm hoping it's not too late, but I'm sort of feeling it's been quite a lot to do the wrap up. So, but I know at least one person stayed here, one couple stayed here, because they had such bad accommodation in Eureka Springs that they ended up here. Oh, and the group at the end of I'm sorry, no, it was like, I won't say who.
I know who.
Yeah, so the exciting thing too that you'd want to know about is, and I'm sorry, the group between hanging the paintings and the reception, a whole group of them went to the country club and had an 8 before our meal at the reception. So yeah, so that was, spent a little bit of money there, and they said it was awesome. We did a lot of branded participant materials every day. We handed out a day sheet that said, this is where you're going, and this is a little bit about it. So we, of course, had a specific Holiday Island sheet, and every day sheet had marketing on it of the A&P. Then earned publicity, so sent out and called the media, sent out media releases, called the media, so we got as much as we could for the people power that we had. The Northwest Democratic Gazette did an article, I don't know if you saw the WhatsApp, What's Up is their section, and so they did a whole section on the Arts Month and included the festival. Now, even though it might not have included Holiday Island, that is all drawing people to the festival, which then we were promoting specifically in the schedules and the dates. And the nothing better than fresh air underneath that is there's a mention of Holiday Island in there. But we were in, again, free, earned media, free publicity in the Independent, the Fun Guy, the Eureka magazine. Questions, comments?
I would just say thanks for including Holiday Island in this event.
Oh,
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm glad the rain held off.
I know,
That
could
was
you
close.
believe it?
That
That was
was.
just like,
Yeah.
somebody was looking after us,
Yeah,
I'll tell
right.
you. We just had that little bit, but they loved painting Holiday Island and the marina. They really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
So my only question, Will, are you back next year? Okay, you don't have to answer right now.
We shall see.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Thank you.
everybody. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
participation.
Appreciate you.
And if you have any other questions,
Yeah.
please feel free to reach out. I've left you my card. I'm just
Okay.
gonna stay for a little bit.
Sure.
longer.
Thank you so much.
All right, on to the next one. We got an open tourist position for the A&P Commission.
Okay, and this is just Barb having an opinion on this one. It's not a tourist position. According to the Arkansas Code, we have to have at least 3 of the 4 commission members be hotel, motel, restaurant. And I believe that Mark fills the tourist position. So really what we're looking for is another hotel, motel,
Or
restaurant.
restaurant, yes. And we have a nomination here that I'm going to nominate
Oh, good.
Mr. Jerry Van Cleve, owner of J&S Backporch Restaurant.
We would love to have it in there. That'd
I'm
be good, that's perfect.
I'm nominating Jerry Van Cleve.
To join the A&P Commission,
join the A&P.
I will second that nomination.
He's got plenty of time.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they told me.
yeah.
Can we get, can we get an acceptance from Mr. Radke?
Oh, yeah,
Well, as
absolutely.
soon as he's, we can get a roll call.
Okay.
Now, that is subject to approval of the
City.
city.
Of the
That's
city
right.
Oh,
council.
well, then you're out of luck. We'll find somebody.
Did we get a second?
Yeah,
All right.
That's-
Barb second. Okay, I'm gonna do a roll call. Barb,
Yes,
Sharon,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
and Mark is absent.
On to the next one. Mr. Hall, you have the next 2 categories.
You bet. Yeah, there's really not much to that. Speaking of the website, it's funny, we got an email from Lynn, the other day regarding the .gov. And so we're now switching back to going to a .gov instead of using the domain that we already had, visitholidayisland.com. Because, at first we were gonna do 2 different ones, and then we decided if we don't have to have the .gov. This happened within 30 minutes of each other. I was dealing with the web builder, and then I get a 30 minutes later email from Lynn saying we have to have the .gov. And I just got through telling them, hey, we don't have to do the .gov. So I called them right back, we gotta have a .gov. So we're back to square one on .gov, but once we get it established, we'll be able to point the visitholidayisland.com to that site. So or vice versa. I think it's vice versa. We're gonna point one to each other so that we have more active, if you will. That's where we're at on the website. Attorney, not since Peggy has resigned, I'm just now kind of getting caught up with the attorney because that was kind of her deal. And she didn't get very far with them up until I think recently she finally got some news from, so I'm supposed to meet with them next week. And to further our efforts to get on the platforms permanently. So we don't have just the manual, the way we implemented it manually for all the
so are we
numbers.
getting a new attorney, or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Or I hope not. But next week's, meeting, then I'll be able to, report back to everybody and see where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't know how much ground they've covered on actually reaching the legal departments of each platform. We have, contracts and that sort of thing, but, I just don't know where she's at with it. And since Peggy's not here, again, ask her.
If you need help with any of that, I'll help you.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah, I sure
Just
will.
let me know.
I appreciate it, absolutely. That's all I got on those two items.
Alrighty. Let's get, move on to new business here. Read the resignation letter from Miss Peggy. To the Holiday Island Advertising and Promotion Commission from Petty Lodewicks, dated May 27th, 2025, regarding resignation. Please accept this letter as my formal resignation from the HIAPC board effective June 1st, 2025. I am available to help ensure a smooth transition of my treasury and secretary duties. It has been a pleasure serving with you all. Peggy Lodewicks.
Do we have to move to accept it? I mean,
my
we
question.
can't turn it down, can we?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I know, yeah, I was about to say.
I mean,
Do we have to make a motion to accept?
I don't know.
No.
Did we, Linda?
Not when Bryce, we did,
No, we did, I think we
Okay.
did with Bryce, but I ain't for sure.
no, we did, maybe because he was chairman.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's gonna be chair.
We all accept it, correct? We can't say no.
Yeah,
He's not here.
it is gone.
All right. We still have an open position on the A&P commission for a member at large.
We may have some leads on that.
Yeah, you and I both.
Yep, so it's looking promising.
All right. We need a replacement for the secretary treasurer for the A&P. I've talked with Ms. Barb. She said she would do it with the assistance of Ms. Tabitha.
Yeah.
So I want to nominate Ms. Barb Kuhn for the secretary treasurer.
I'll second.
Do a roll call.
Okay. Barb?
I,
So hesitation
Oh,
there.
yeah, sorry. I was just in this own writing.
yeah,
Okay, so, yeah, Sharon,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we need to get a replacement for the NADA, North Arkansas Tourism Association.
Yep,
Okay. It was Peggy, so we need to find someone that can do that. I'm not gonna ask you.
yeah.
What is involved in it?
That's what I wanted to know.
Well, I kind of talked with Peggy a little bit about that, and I'm trying to find out more to see.
Okay.
Well, Linda
I need to
might
find out
know.
what's
I can tell
involved.
you,
I was fixing to say, Linda,
if you want me to
Please,
please do.
elaborate a little
please,
bit.
please.
NADA's an association, Northwest Arkansas Tourism Association. It's an association of all of representatives from, either cities or cities and A&P commissions, or chambers of commerce and things like that. And also people that, like Tanya, at, Turpentine Creek is a member, so, because she has a major attraction, she participates in that organization as well. And, Sandy Barton, I think, is probably still the treasurer of it, because no one else wants to be. And, she, she does a lot in Eureka Springs with a lot of stuff. And they get government funds from the state of Arkansas, and I think they solely run
Yeah,
based on government funds.
right.
And they figure out how to invest those funds in advertising that benefits all the members, all the cities in Northwest Arkansas that have membership in that group. And so they, they have a consulting company usually that helps them place ads and design ads.
Yep. Yeah, they were supposed to come this last weekend, it rained, so we had to cancel the kayak. They had a content creator coming up from the association and had to cancel it. I was supposed to meet with them, so I may be taking Peggy's spot on that since I've already been
One of the
play.
things they did, I used to go to those meetings and
Okay,
represent
yeah.
Holiday Island
Oh,
for several
okay.
years.
What else did they
And one of the things they did when I was on the board was, they did a big wall hanging in the Northwest Arkansas NWA XNA airport.
Oh, yeah.
And it was on the side of the wall as people walked through that passageway from check-in through, getting to their gates. It was on the side wall. It was a huge thing,
Yeah,
and
it was
it had
I saw
every
something
city
posted.
named on it, and just by coincidence, Holiday Island was dead center. In
Oh,
there.
boy.
It was clear, it's not there anymore, but it was.
No,
Yeah.
they took it down,
They took
but
it
it was
down,
there
yeah.
for quite a few years, actually.
So where and how often do they meet?
Once a month usually,
Where?
and it's a different location, like a different person would host it at their location. Holiday Island never did, as far as I know, because we're pretty remote from everybody else. We're probably as far away from the center of things as anybody. And so, but I have attended in Fayetteville, Bentonville, Springdale,
Somewhere in the northwest corner.
usually over there near the center of things,
Yeah, right, okay.
where the most people are around.
Well, Ben, would you be interested?
It's usually,
Yeah, I'll look
it's
into it
usually in
further, I
the
would be
morning,
interested, it kinda
like
goes,
9 or 10 o'clock,
okay,
and, you know, it lasts for an hour.
right,
It's not a big deal.
yeah.
If you miss it, it's okay.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I think it kinda goes right in line with the other stuff I'm doing, so, yeah, I think it would be a good move to do that probably.
So you wanna be nominated for it?
Sure.
Okay, I nominate Ben to replace Peggy on the NATA.
And I'll second that.
Should we do a roll call?
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Sharon,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
not to ask, sorry.
I had to approve my own.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right.
There is a membership fee associated with it. You might wanna
Yeah.
know about that.
Yeah, I think we
And
already
we've
have
already
it in
paid
the
it.
budget, yeah.
I think so.
Is that an annual thing?
It's an
It's an
annual.
annual fee, yeah.
All right. Y'all know, I was able to get a copy of the contract with VRBO from the city of Eureka.
Right.
I'm good with a lot of it. There's parts of it that need to be changed, I believe. Section 2, I'm not gonna read it all. The tax shall be collected and remitted to the applicable tax rates by HomeAway, VRBO, based upon the entire amount charged by the homeowner in connection with the booking transaction, including but not limited to the following fees charged by a homeowner: rental fee, booking fee, cleaning fee, property damage fee, and other related use fees. That's more for you to,
Yeah,
all that, but excluding responsible damage fees. That way, if anyone asks what the AFE is charged on, you know exactly what it gets charged on. Well, I've had several questions myself, people calling me, what do we have to charge the AFE tax on? Anything you charge the guest, other than, fees, whatever. There's one in here, and I've got to find it again. It says that they won't really give information on the properties, because they're afraid we'll get this auditing situation.
Well,
Yes, that's what I disagree with. But I've been reading other cities in the United States who are actually going to start forcing VRBO, Airbnb to turn over all the properties that are listed on their platforms.
yeah,
So I figure here's a chance for us to get it in the
right.
contract.
Yeah,
That
right.
we don't need the names, we just need to know the addresses,
That's it,
and we take care of the rest of it.
yeah.
So I think that needs to be
That's
added,
something simple they can do.
yeah. I think that needs to be added to this
Okay.
contract.
Yeah, I think once we get our, suggestions and that sort of thing, we'll go straight to the attorney, because she's supposedly, drawing it up based on other contracts, just like that one.
Yeah, here it is, section 6, subject section 8. Homeoway will not be required on the basis of this agreement to disclose the homeowner or guest name at issue. The taxing jurisdiction shall be not directly or indirectly audit any individual guest or homeowner related to such transactions. If there are errors in the jurisdictional boundaries, HomeAway will provide the URL of the property listing after the taxing jurisdiction updates the boundaries for that HomeAway's third-party content provider provided in accordance with paragraph 4. HomeAway will provide the property address associated with each booking transaction in response to a valid information document request formally issued by the taxing jurisdiction as part of the audit of HomeAway books and pursuant to section 2.60.100 of the code. Let's just get it flat out simple. This is what we're asking for, and we'll take care of the rest of it.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Do we have any clue at all how many VRBOs we have here?
It's changed
it's,
a little bit.
at one time was what, 108?
108?
Eight at one time?
STRs and
We
they're
have
all
87 on our current list,
87 on the current,
but
list.
there are others out here that haven't done anything.
And we're in the process of chasing those down.
Okay? Excellent.
Do they give you the dates of the stay for
Yes.
which they are paying for?
Yes.
Yep.
We have those dates, that way we know what month the taxes on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Good point.
So, but yeah, well, I'll make some changes on the,
Then we can
Document
submit it
there,
to the
then.
attorney and.
send it to y'all and send it to the attorney.
Yep.
Well, that's, I mean, that's just, let's go ahead and get it out.
Yeah, right, 'cause it's coming.
It's coming, yeah, I mean, Honolulu's doing it,
Yeah, the big.
The big cities,
Florida,
yeah.
down there, around the bar where.
and Honolulu's actually charging, I think, $1,000 a day for illegal.
That'll get some attention.
Whoa.
There's one house up to $1 million in taxes, and he's begging people, do not do what I did. Well, he's losing his family home, because he didn't go follow the rules. So I think if we can get that thwarted before he really gets started,
Sure.
it would help out a lot. Headaches on city side and our side. So, all right. On to the next one. That's it.
Oh, we got,
We're on
the- we got the
Lynn.
business.
Oh, yeah, Lynn, Mr. Lynn, I'm sorry. I didn't write this down, so.
The city is considering some changes to our regulations for short-term rentals, the conditions, as well as updating our business licensing. And this past couple of weeks, I've had a couple applications that are brand new for short-term rental. And on our application form, we ask for the A&P tax or a copy of their permit application or their current permit, depending if it's a renewal or not. The concern, the confusion that these people have is, what's going on in Holiday Island? You're making it so confusing. And I want to be able to know for certain what to tell them about the A&P and the permits. So what is the timing and the scheduling and the come befores and the come afters? How does it work for A&P permits? When do you need that? Or what do you need in order to issue one?
I need their application.
That's it?
That's all I need from them.
So
is their
you don't
application.
care if they don't have a business license, you don't care?
I look if they have a business license and a cup,
Right,
just to make sure that they're on your guys' list.
okay,
And then if they're not, then I usually send them to the city, and that's all I can really do.
okay, so out of courtesy, you're notifying us they have it, it's not a requirement that you have.
Correct, yes, 'cause
Okay.
it's not on
All
our.
right, do you think it would be appropriate in an application for a short-term rental that they would have an A&P permit?
Yeah.
That they should
At
apply
least
for that right at the same time,
I think it would save a lot of headaches, because I had one text me this week
okay?
asking about the A&P.
Right. So with that desire and that knowledge, you should make it a requirement that if they ask for an A&P, they have to ask for a CUP.
Okay.
Well, they should,
And
my
vice versa.
understanding is they go with a CUP first, and then
Yeah.
That's
Ben-
the confusion, what is the
Ben
understanding?
and I are actually gonna get together and make a video,
Okay,
a step-by-step on what to do.
okay,
And we're gonna get it posted on A&P website at one time.
okay.
And we will add that into the video.
So should I make it a change to our application that they have to have a cup, or in?
Yeah.
An application at least, because ours
Yeah.
takes up to 45 days
Yeah.
to get it done.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that they have one, but they at least apply.
They've applied for it, right, evidence of their application.
Okay.
In practical terms, or maybe technical terms, I don't know which is appropriate, but the CUP has to come first, because if the application is denied, which it could be, and
Right.
there's a
Yeah.
public hearing, and
Yeah.
there could be a reason that it's
That's right.
denied, then all the business license and tax
All You
CUP
gotta go
really
through the
has to be the
CUP.
first thing.
Yeah, you gotta
But-
get through,
In that light, they could still apply for the AMP, you just hold it and wait until they get their CUP itself.
okay, so not issue it
Right,
until the
yeah.
cup passes.
Right.
I'm with you, yeah,
You change your timing, but at least you'd have the application on file.
and all in one spot,
Right.
I get it.
So you're-
That's
we're
what we
looking
need to do for these
probably
owners, man,
46
cause it
days.
is as confusing as it gets, you know.
We need a
That's kinda
process
part of the
for trucks.
STR association I'm got to go, you know, that'll be another little hub for them all to go to for all this stuff too,
Okay.
you know.
It is,
Ms. Linda.
it is a fairly lengthy process
It
to
is.
go from, hey, I just bought this place, to now it's a short-term rental and I'm bringing in money.
Right,
It's, you know, it's what, about a 4-month process probably?
Well, and that was someone has asked me, when did the AMP tax start? I mean, you don't issue the
March
license,
first.
no, I get it, I buy a house today and I can turn it into a short-term rental tomorrow.
gotcha.
Aren't they owing taxes,
Yeah.
even though they don't have a
Yep.
permit?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
all right.
right.
Yep, the minute,
So
the minute
the-
it's,
They're only taxes if they rent it out.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Which would be in violation of several ordinances.
that's right.
Exactly. So it's not smooth and easy for the property
No.
owners.
It's,
but yeah, Ben and I've already talked about making a video and going step by step
Okay,
from the conditional use permit to the issuance of the AMP.
well, and you need to involve the business license in
business
that
license,
too.
all three,
It's all of it's gonna be right in there.
yeah.
The-
And then nothing comes active until the cup, passes,
Mhm.
yeah. And then at that point, everything's initiated,
Even down to filling out the application on exactly how to fill it out.
yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just do it all up front with the cup.
Well, in that light, you should look at the work documents before the city council for our June 17th, so you see what's proposed for changes.
Okay,
So that you might have some input into that.
okay.
Okay, that's all I have.
All right, appreciate it, Lynn.
Thank you, Neil. All right, any commissioner comments?
No,
Any comments from the public?
I did ask Kristen that, no one's replied. We
I ain't
had
made
two
it,
watching.
I ain't made it to the computer.
Well, I'll make a comment, from the mayor's perspective. I appreciate you people stepping up, filling in, filling the chairs. Since we started this whole process, there's been a lot of turnover. Some because they're no longer able to serve because they're not a BOC member or something like that.
Right.
But, quite frankly, some of the people that were the real cheerleaders for pushing us in the direction of doing this in the first place are now gone.
Are gone.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of a dirty little secret about Holiday Island. There's always a lot of enthusiasm for getting something started,
Yeah,
but to
Keep it going.
not very much staying power as far as keeping volunteers interested, so
I felt
I
that.
appreciate the effort you're putting in, the city will benefit from it, and hopefully this will just get smooth.
We're working on it.
I hope. Yeah, it was supposed to just be a few hours a month.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was told too.
I
Slow
spent a few hours the
bit.
other day on the phone with one.
Eventually, we'll get it to the point where you can squeeze in a job.
Yeah, 'cause it's tough, man, let me tell you, between here and Tulsa, it's nuts, yeah. Yeah, full-time, constant, but, no, it's gonna be worth it, I think we're doing good, the first year of any AMP's tough, but this one's probably been rougher than any AMP start. That's from what I've studied and talked to, so, but we're getting there, so we're making some ground, I think, and I'm dedicated to it, I'm not going anywhere, so,
Thank you.
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
stuck
Please
here
don't.
too.
Don't leave me.
Yeah, tell me.
That's not a good way to put it.
Y'all stuck with me.
That's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Any online comments there?
Nope, no one has comment. We had 3 people watched.
And you was one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're looking forward to having it.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hopefully the city will approve it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
if you get past the city, man, we're business.
we'll see. hopefully, after hearing how much you're having to put into it, I'm a little concerned. I'm thinking I may have to slip Dan a 50 to say, no, he didn't pass, let somebody else.
I don't vote, so,
That's what they've done so far.
oh, man, yeah.
Alright, on the scheduling?
It's a lot better now than it was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is, yeah.
So scheduling with the change in the
With
weeks,
the
it
change
would
on the
be the
weeks.
next meeting, July 21st.
That's right.
Y'all gonna spoil my day, ain't you?
You don't wanna do it then?
That's fine.
Is that your
Okay.
birthday?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna have a big party.
No, we're not.
What are you gonna be, 45, 50?
I wish. 54.
I forgot, we're pretty close to the age.
54.
Just a baby,
Yeah.
just a baby.
Just a baby.
Yeah, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
We got any announcements?
I do not.
Yep, I know.
If y'all haven't tried it, Jada's back porch,
Yep.
good food.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I will say that, my children work down there, which all of y'all have watched grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the kids are working down there. So,
They're doing a great job too. I will say, without Mike and Audra, I would have never got it opened back up. They jumped in, and I mean, it was unreal. They jumped in and helped us fix and clean up what was one of the worst messes I've ever got myself into. And we are on the way, and it's doing good, and it's gonna do real well.
Good.
Did I want to take over another restaurant? No, that wasn't my idea, but we didn't have much of a choice.
No.
and I also want to include the Island Grill, I've eaten there.
Oh, it's
It
great.
was good.
The blackened redfish, if you haven't tried it and you like
I've heard
fish,
it's wonderful, yeah.
it's crazy. It's awesome.
They had a catfish special for lunch today,
Oh, really?
and I know how well Jerry has catfish on his menu
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I tell you, we probably have the best catfish in the county now,
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
between the two
That's
restaurants.
good.
Well, I like blackened food, but they don't ever make it spicy, that's the only
So you
thing.
bring your own?
I have to bring my own.
Linda sounded like a country western song.
We might have a commercial, the first TV
That's
commercial.
it. Best
Come get
catfish
your
in town.
catfish in Carroll County.
People need to know where to come.
That's right.